If you've been having a tough time in the markets with all the volatility and the chaos around the tariff wars and what have you, you're not alone. Everyone's having a tough time at the moment. So I've been really dedicating my time to working out systems to beat market chaos. Now we've come up with a new alert today. It's this one here. This indicator, second high-low signal. See this large red down triangle? That's what we're after. When that fires, we look for the candles to turn red, and then we take that trade. That's it. It's pretty simple. Red alert fires, candle turns red. There's a few things about that we could refine in terms of our entry criteria, but keeping it simple, big red alert, the candle, we had a red candle here, and then they really kicked in over here. Most of these are going to be high probability. Some of them might be a little bit tricky, but we'll just have a look at them. This one here, yeah, you got to stick to the rules. Okay, I mean, that was a 2-hour outcome. So the red alert kicked in here, take it on the next candle. Stop loss goes the high of this shaded zone here. You can see the green and red shaded zone. There's the green zone, shaded zone following price, red shade. Okay, big red signal. Take the next red alert on the candle after. Okay, stop loss, and then your exit's going to be this signal here. Okay, so you can set alerts for everything. So, I mean, so far we're up to, call it 6R if you like, but I mean, there's 3. Just go for a 2R by default if you like, so 2, 4, 6. Okay, looking for the next red signal or green signal, and go back. There's a red signal here. So we've got to wait for the candles to actually turn red, right? So don't get caught taking these. No, the candles have to turn red, and that's when they turn red there, so you take that signal. So there's another 2R if you exited there. So we're up 8 so far, 8R. I mean, that just continued down. I mean, you could take partial profits if you like, and then just hang on to it and see where it goes. But go back and have a look wherever. Okay, red signal here. Oh, that was tricky. So we've got a red signal here, but the candles didn't turn red until up here. So if we follow the rules, let's just see. So it's not all going to be peaches and cream, but there's your short position. That's your stop loss exactly there. Go for a 2R by default. Oh, there you go. Right, be really precise with that stop loss. Okay, have a look at the red shaded zone here. And that goes right on that red shaded zone. Down even a little bit more. Right, exactly on that red shade. Precisely here. Okay, if you follow the strategy. And then we get that exit point. Well, if you set a 2R by default, that's reached, but you exit on that signal here, so you'll set another alert for the exit. So this is going to be a full tutorial. We'll cover the indicator settings and everything, but I just want to take you through and show you. Okay, there's a green alert here. Now this one was a little bit tricky. We did have the candle turning green way up in here, so you want to consider as to whether you want to trade when this is so extended, or do you look for a pullback? In any case, you could have taken that, and that's chasing price, in which case that one gets taken out. So if you're up 6R already, so that's down 1, but you'll go for that next green signal, and there's another 2R and the rest. Look at it. It just kept going. So, down to 5, and then another 2R is 7. Just have a look at these signals. There's another green signal. Candle turns green. Most of these are pretty good. 1 or 2 will catch you out. There's a red signal. Okay, there's the sell. Nice. Exit was about 2.5R. Okay, there's a red signal, so you're looking for the candles to turn red. That was here. Okay, there'll be challenges here and there. Okay, green signal, you look for the candles to turn green. Long position, candle turned green around here. Well, how tight do you want to go with that stop loss? That's the question. The exit would be on that signal here. So you got to set that alert for the exit. But I mean, most of these are going to be pretty good, generally speaking. Okay, look, red alert here. That one caught you out back there. Yeah, some of them could catch you out. Well, the candle hasn't turned red. We had a red candle in here, so that could have caught you out. Red alert here. Candle turned red. There's one exit, and then you've got all of these dots down in here telling you to take profit. That one could have caught you out. But there's no red signals, red candles No red candles. There's no red candles through here. Okay, so you don't take a trade until you see a red candle. It's as simple as that. So I mean, what we do is we set this alert to come into the chart, and at that point right here, you come in and then you set up a new alert, and it's going to be on the trend bars. So you're looking for the first red candle. Okay, so what we can do is we can set this alert off this one for any instrument, add alert. Now with my TradingView account, I can actually select the entire list, and it's going to be green signal line entered buy or sell zone. It's the first. There's a whole bunch of these here, but we'll just pick the first one. Once per bar. Notification will be the droplet, and we're going to create that. So with my account, I can select everything, and so it's going to go off on all of these. So when that red signal fires, what have we got? Green signal line crossing. There's one on Bitcoin. We can have a look at that. When that fires, like this red signal here, so then we come in and we set a different alert. So I'm going to go with the trend bars, and it'll give me the bar color. Add alert. I'm looking for a sell, candle change bearish or candle change bullish. So in this case, it'll be candle change bearish. Yeah, once per bar, and then create. And then that, when that goes, oh, by the way, what you need to do with this is change the sound so that you know it's an actual entry, right? So the droplet could be all of the signals, and then go with this one here for the actual entry. So when that goes off, you know you've got to come straight into the chart and take a trade. You'd be looking for the trend bars signal. This momentum sync is just extra confluence, added confirmation to take a trade. And you can go that one step further and add this one as well for added confirmation. So, you know, you could take the trade only when you see the bar color. This has to be in the green zone, and, you know, one of these signals in close proximity. Right, so you're just adding to the strength of the signal. Now, we've got one on Bitcoin. I also want to come back here to the beginning because we've got one on gold. Right, so I got caught out with this today. I went off these signals and got stopped out. I took a long position off that. I didn't wait for the candle to turn green. That was my mistake. So on gold, we've got a green signal. I want the candles to turn green. So I'm going to set a green at alert, and it's going to be a bullish candle color. Once per bar's okay. Candle change bullish, and it's going to be a different sound. Okay, that's going to be for an entry, that one, flickering. Droplet is to come into the chart and get ready to set this signal. Go. I'm going to create that. Okay, so when the candles turn from red to green, I'm going to get serious. So let's have a look at Bitcoin. Green signal line crossing. Okay, so we've got a green alert here. Trend bars, 3 dots. Add alert, candle change bullish, once per bar. Create. Right, let's just have a look at Bitcoin. So there's a red signal there. Short position when the candle bars turned red. Stop loss using the shaded zone. That's already at 2R. Where was the last one? There, look, green. So the green signal down here, we wait for the candles to turn green. Long position. Nice. Look at that. Let's have a look. Bitcoin and gold. A lot of people like trading both of these. So we just don't do anything until that signal fires and just ignore everything else. Here we go. Look, we've got a green signal. Okay, green signal fired. We're looking for candles to turn green. That happened here. So we take that. Long position. Run with it. There's a pullback there. Take that. Stop loss could go, well, there's a green zone under here. And how did that turn out? Nice. All the way up, depending on how well you manage it. But that's, 3R possibly. Okay, there's a lot of back and forth going on here. These are not just buy and sell signals willy-nilly, okay? Then that's not what they're meant to do. What this is telling you is that at these points, either buyers or sellers are dominating the market. It's not necessarily going to trend. That's why we have to rely on this guy down in here to give us a higher probability opportunity. Right? We'll just have a look at them. There's another green here, look, see? So we're looking for the next green. Well, that one was a little bit short-lived, but no. Okay, long position on the green candle. That happened right here. And the stop loss goes, well, not easy to tell. The other thing we can use is the trend channel. See these dots? So that's your stop loss there. If you don't have any other reference, use this, the trend channel. You'll see those dots where the stop loss is. And then you're going to exit on this signal here. That's your exit right there. Exit or take profit. And once you take profit, go 50%, then you could move your stop loss up a little bit if you like and see how you go for the rest of it. Most of them are going to work out. Some of them, okay, you'll make a little bit, but let's have a look at the NAS 100. Okay, just reset the chart. All right, we just want that signal. So here there's a red signal below. There's your red candles, short position right there on that red candle kicking off. And okay, well, that would have been an exit down here with this. Back here, well, you could have taken partial profits there at 1.25R and then closed it down here at 2.9. That's nearly 3R. Not bad. It's got to follow that stop loss rule. So that's that one. It's a pretty robust system. Look at this green. I mean, the amount of trades that are going to work for you versus the others, I mean, it just blows it out of the water. And then you can factor in a few other things as well. I'll show you something. Let's have a look at, this could be an example. Okay, the ideal situation would be this. If you had, say, the 4 hour, the daily and the weekly green, and even better, possibly even the 2 hour. So if all of these are green, let's just say they're green, just for the sake of this explanation. The higher time frame, therefore, is green, is bullish. And then on the lower time frame, if that turns red, so the higher time frame is bullish, okay, assuming all of this is green in this square, then you get this red pullback here and here. This green alert here, once these bars turn green, we take that trade because then we're in sync with the higher time frame. I'll be doing regular videos on this. Okay, I'm going to be using this indicator looking for opportunities. So just to go over the settings now and the alerts, you're going to set an alert on any instrument you want to trade. Okay, you might set it up individually. Click the 3 dots on this one, add the alert, and it's just the first green signal once per bar. Notifications will be, I use the droplet for this. This is a permanent alert on everything I want to trade. Create. When that signal goes off, you come into the trend bars and you're going to add a buy or sell depending on the color of the signal. If this is a green signal, we're looking for a buy opportunity. I've just had another signal. Let's just have a look at that. What's this? Here we go. Look, we've got a green signal line crossing Ethereum. Okay, so what I'm going to do here now is I'm going to set up a trend bars alert, and we're looking for candle change bullish. Now I'll just go once per bar, and it's going to be a buy. Right, so the droplet is the permanent alert on everything, and this one are individual alerts on buy or sell signals. I want the candles to turn green. Create. So as soon as these candles turn green, we can consider this trade. Now, the other thing that you want to factor in, here, for example, see how there's a white line there. That's a monthly level. Yellow is daily. So we've got this monthly and daily range down here. It's eating into liquidity under these lows. That could be a thing. So as soon as we receive a signal, I can come in and take this trade. That's it. So that's the alerts, green signal line crossing into buy or sell zone. Okay, and I've got that on everything. I'll be running with this on a daily basis. I'll be doing mentorship videos with this strategy using these alerts. And yeah, let's enjoy the ride. If you haven't already, make sure you jump on board. It's free for 14 days. So you could try this system, see how it works for you for an entire 14 days. So just quickly, let's just go there. Let me explain how you gain access. 14-day trial, right? You're going to gain access to everything like the Forex Telegram channel. So these are signals that go for the trade copy, auto trade copy. You've got Discord VIP and the mentorship and access to the indicators. Now, at the moment, we're still in new indicator and strategy launch. It's still early days. So at the moment, you shout me lunch once a month and I'm happy. But if you lock that in now, 14-day free trial, that will lock in this $29.95. And then later on, when I increase it to $49 and $79, you'll still be locked in at this discounted price. So that's really worthwhile. So when you click WOP, go back into WOP, and then you get to click on these things to gain immediate access. It's all in WOP. Let me show you that. I send out an email. Yeah, you'll receive this. Welcome to VIP. When you go into WOP, you've got to go to the left-hand side and go down to your WOPs and click the WOP. And when you click that, on the right-hand side, you'll have the ability then to click on these and gain immediate access. All right, guys. So look, with that, snap up this opportunity. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.